Hey guys, it's Brad from churchwp.net here, and I am here to give you a brief introduction and review of the Uplifted theme by upthemes.com. This theme, you can read a full review of this theme on our website at churchwp.net and read about all its awesome features and some of the things that we wish it had as well. We try and give a pretty fair and balanced review. So anyhow, we will introduce you to the Uplifted theme. As you can see here, it is a absolutely gorgeous theme. I think if there is a benefit of this theme, it's that it has just a beautiful homepage design. It's a full width design, a slider design, which means that you can put an unlimited number of slides through it. It also has these two images down here that you can use to highlight the different aspects that you want. And there's a lot of great information. You have a homepage kind of feature here where you can add 1, 2, or 3, even up to 6 or 7 or 8, 9 different topics if you want, although that might be a little bit much. And my favorite feature of it is that it has a footer widget area as well, and the footer is on every single page, which is awesome to highlight the important information you need. So that kind of is a brief intro to what the homepage looks like. Now let's start to look at a little bit of the stuff behind the scenes. One thing that makes the Uplifted theme unique is that it actually uses a ton of different plugins to populate the information. They are based on the Church Themes framework, which makes it a little bit similar to the Exodus and Resurrect theme that's created by them. You'll see some features that are similar to it, but they use the Church Themes plugin as well to populate the sermon. You can and staff and locations. You can see those aspects there, and even the people. But it uses the Modern Tribes Calendar plugin, which is by far one of the most robust calendar options out there, which I think is another highlight of it. And then it uses this other feature called the MP Stacks, which is what we will look at a little bit further, which allows you to set up multiple columns in different pages. So first, let's go and look at how you adjust the home page area, and you do that through the widgets. It's just like some of the churchthemes.com ones. It has a home page slider, and what you do is you just add the image that you want here. You add the slide title and the description, and make sure it's about the right size. It says right here, you'll notice 1400 by 600, and hit save, and it will be there. Now, if you click over here, you can see I have a slide here with that cross, and the other slide here with the barn, and those appear here in the home slider. And so that is how you populate that area. This area right here, which I call the homepage highlight, because just to show off where it is actually populated in the homepage highlight. And it's a similar setup as far as the slider, with entering in the images and the highlight text and description, which it has a slightly different image, but you can see it there. To populate the different footer widgets, it has the 3 different footer columns that you can enter, and this is the information that's on every page. So you can add, see I added a map. I have a little blurb about the locations and upcoming events. Those are the things I think are most critical, so I put them there. And then if you want to do the kind of middle or right above the widgets there, you can also do this. You can see there's a couple of features here from the Church Themes framework. Sermons is one, if you want to highlight a sermon or giving, or I just have some testing text right there. And if you want to see where that stuff is on the homepage one more time, this is down here. So you can see the text giving sermons, and these are all your footer widgets. This information here, the welcome to our church, is created via a page. When you create this theme, you need to assign a home page. You can see I did that right here with the template and clicked on home page, and the information that you see there in the middle of the page is welcome to our church, and our mission is to guide people of all backgrounds into a personal relationship with Christ. So that's a really brief intro to kind of the home page and how you set it up, and you can see how easy that really is. But one of the other features that I want to highlight is just some of the things that makes it church specific. You can see that it has some information about the sermons. There's some sermons that are populated here. It's really easy to do, easy to set it up, and you can see you just add a sermon in there, and it will automatically populate it into the different to a single page, and every time you add it, it will automatically be added there. You can see this one I had. The cool thing about it is you can add books of the Bible, you can add sermon series, sermon speakers, sermon tags, all that stuff. It uses the church theme plugin, like I said, to populate this, so it's very similar to that. And if you want to view it right here, you can see it as well, kind of what each sermon looks like. And the cool thing is you can search all that, kind of those different things, and you can definitely check out all that information. So you can see that there's a ton of information that you can put in here, and it's great. The other features that I want to highlight here quickly in this is the MP stacks, because I think that it is one of the things that make it unique. You notice that the MP stacks plugin has some different blocks, is what they call them, or bricks actually is the terminology that they use. And basically what you can do is you can create page columns. Some of the plugins that we have recommend here on our website don't have that feature, and so you just can only put in one feature. But you can see this at play here. This is actually two columns. There's an image and then there's some text here, and that was created with the MP stacks. You can see it here, says edit this brick, but I'll show you how you do it in the page. If I click here on the edit page, you have it right here, and you just literally come in here, click on the add stack, and then you can say I want to add a new one, type in a name, let's just say testing, and make a new stack. From there you can easily edit it and add what you want and say exactly kind of what you want it to do, and you can update that and change it to images or text or anything like that. The one thing I would say, while I do like the feature, and I think that it's great, if I had a knock on it, I would say that these bricks, as you can see here, as I'm trying to edit it, it's not quite as user-friendly as some of the other themes that I've used. I mean, it's great. You can do left and right, you can do centered, you can do all left, all right, those kind of things. But I would say that it's not quite as user-friendly and it doesn't have as many options. But if you are a beginner, that is definitely a great option for you. It doesn't require any coding or anything like that, and it's pretty easy to use. So that is how you use the MP stacks and the bricks option right there, and you can see it in action right here. Image here is where I had, and the text down below, and that's the way it is. Other than that, the only other feature I think that's worth really highlighting again is using Modern Tribes Calendar plugin. It's a great feature. Because it allows you to have a ton of different options. You can see that when you want to look at the calendar, you can choose the settings. What I like about it is you can choose monthly, you can choose a list of events to kind of show off those kind of things. You can do repeating events and all that stuff, and that is really easy to use. And the Modern Tribes Calendar plugin is one of my favorites out there. So that's a brief intro to the Uplifted theme by Up Themes, and if you want to learn more about other church WordPress themes, we definitely recommend that you check out our list of best WordPress themes for churches, and you can see all our favorites as well as individual reviews for all of these, and uniquely we have a church theme comparison tool, which makes our side kind of unique. You can compare all of these side by side by their features, by the options that they have, their costs, and choose which one you think is best for you. Again, we have created this website because I am a pastor, and I know that creating a church WordPress website from scratch can be kind of a difficult task, and so we've tried to do everything we can to teach you what you need to do it quickly and smoothly. So we appreciate you hanging out, and definitely check out churchwp.net. Thanks.